Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Talking Picks. We are in the studio this time. Finally got a chance to come over here and record a podcast. Man, baseball season is over. Today is September 29th, 2025. Very excited for this episode. I'm not sure what episode it is. Is it 10, 11? I'm not sure. But, anyways, it's another episode of baseball. And it's very exciting because we have so much to talk about, man. Regular season's over. I'm not gonna talk about too much about the regular season on like MVPs or Cy Youngs and none of that. I wanted to talk about today about playoff predictions, first round. So only gonna talk about the wild card. I'm not gonna go into details on the rest just because I'm gonna do that on a separate podcast. But crazy baseball season, man. There's so much. It was fun. It was really fun. I'm a Dodger fan, so it's a lot of fun seeing baseball around. Our Dodgers were a roller coaster this season, just like every other team as well. But not enough about that, man. Today we're talking about playoffs, wild card. So my team is in it. Obviously, a lot of teams are in it. Not a lot of teams, but a lot of teams that people root for or are fans of are in it. And I'm sure you guys already know the teams, but man, crazy stuff. The format now is different, obviously. Everything's just baseball is just fun sport. I think baseball is the best playoff atmosphere you can possibly get in a playoff position. I know football's awesome, but there's nothing like playoff baseball, man. It's very exciting. So much intensity. You literally can have a 6 seed beat a number 1 seed, and it's like, what the heck just happened, right? That's the beauty of baseball is whenever you get hot a certain time, that's when everything kind of goes. So your team can get hot at the right time, and all these teams I'm gonna name. Hopefully your team makes it to the next round, and hopefully you guys can win the whole thing, obviously. But that being said, guys, let's talk about playoff format here or the prediction for the first round here. Have it on my iPad. So, I don't got a notebook or nothing. iPad, new technology, you know what I mean? So I don't know what type of AL or NL. I'm gonna go with the NL first, just why not, right? Let's just get after it. Let's just get the juicy part out the way. Every team on here is gonna be juicy, but for me, obviously, I'm gonna go with the Reds and Dodgers. It's best out of three, so I'm very excited for that playoff, man. The Reds are a team who was not supposed to make it but made it. Obviously, the Mets got knocked out of competition, which is crazy to me as well. They were the second best payroll behind the Dodgers, and that is mind blowing to me that they missed playoffs, man. And it was by really one game. They struggled all season long. They were hot at first, and then they just fell apart. Congrats to the Reds, and congrats to the Dodgers for making the postseason, and the rest of the teams as well. So let's get after it, guys. Just want to hear you guys' predictions. Who do you guys think is going to win this best out of three series? The Dodgers are the favorites to win it because they're the juggernaut team that should win this series. But like I said, baseball is baseball. Any team can win it, and I'm not going to count the Reds out. Obviously, their offense is questionable. I think they're batting like 229 all season long. I mean, they struggle with the lefties, so I'm curious to see how this goes. I know the first game, Hunter Green is going to pitch, and then for us, it's Blake Snell. So, Blake Snell's a dog. Green is a dog as well, man. That's the thing about this playoff that I'm like looking at is the pitching that wins you games. And for me, the Reds have good pitching. Their offense is questionable. Now the Dodgers are more of a balanced team. They have offense, they have pitching. But like I said, Reds have momentum, and if they go in there and just win one game, you know, your back's against the wall, and Dodgers could face elimination next game. That's the crazy part about the wild card. That's why it's called the wild card. It's wild. So I'm gonna give you guys my predictions, and then you guys let me know what you guys think down below. Obviously, this can go anywhere, man. It can go anywhere. I mean, I did not have the Reds making the postseason in my predictions early on, but they are here, just like a lot of other teams are on here that I didn't expect to be on here, and they're on here. Yeah, we have Hunter Green, Blake Snell going at it on that first game. It's going to be tomorrow, obviously. So I'm recording this today on September 29th. Man, my predictions are going to be I think Dodgers take game one. I think Blake Snell's going to dominate. Obviously, our bullpen, It's questionable, but dude, we have some great bullpens, arms coming in, and I think Emmett Sheen, Roki, we got Glass now if needed to come out of relief. We have a bunch of good pitchers, and I just think the Dodgers bullpen is better than the Reds, but obviously you can't count the Reds starting pitching. They also have Chase Burns in the bullpen now, and he is a great pitcher. I know he was injured, so he got transferred to the bullpen. So I can see him pitching after Green in that game because that first game is really important for the wild card teams. You can't you can't lose that game. I think if you lose that game, you're in trouble because then next game you lose, you're out. So I really expect the Reds to go all out as far as pitching wise. So it's going to be interesting to see. The Reds offense is weaker than the Dodgers. So the advantage would be Dodgers as far as where pitching goes. But I'm gonna go like they're both equally matched as far as pitching goes. They both have great pitching. Green is a dog, man. If he shoves, he shoves, and it could potentially it could be a really tight game, and it can be a 1-run game, and Reds can get a home run, and Dodgers offense can be shut down. Is that good? But so is Blake Snell. He's nasty as well, man. So I really like this matchup coming up. I'm really excited. I'm gonna go Dodgers get game one. Game two, I don't know who's gonna win that one. I know Yamamoto's gonna pitch for the Dodgers. I'm not sure who's pitching for the Reds. They have a lot of great. Nidolo's gonna might pitch. I think Abbott or Abe. I don't even know how to say his name. Abe, dude. I don't even know how to say his name. I'm gonna be honest with you. Andrew Abbott. I think that's how you say it. I could see him going game two, or Nick Lodolo can go probably game two. I don't think Nick Martinez will pitch, obviously out of the bullpen. Um, but yeah, I see probably Abbott coming into that game, honestly, for game two. But you know, Brady Singer's been pretty good too. Yeah, man. There's a lot of endless possibilities they can go on pitching wise. I just think Reds should take game two. I don't think the Dodgers sweep necessarily, just because I don't know, man. I think the Reds are a great team as well. I know their offense is questionable, but if Ellie De La Cruz can get hot, I think he's the main key for that offense. I think if he gets going, everyone gets going as well. So, but that being said, I think Dodgers go all the way to game three, and Otani pitches that game, and I think they win it on game three. So that is my prediction. I think it goes all the way to game three. I think Dodgers advance to face the Phillies. That is my prediction, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Am I wrong? Am I right? Or do the Dodgers sweep? Do the Reds sweep? I don't think no one sweeps in this series. I think 1-1. But on paper, if we're just talking about on paper, Dodgers technically should sweep, right? Better offense, better pitching, better bullpen. Everything's better, right? That's why they signed everyone. They went all out to sign so they can go back-to-back champs. So Dodgers on paper should sweep. I don't think so. I think it goes all the way to game three. Dodgers take that series and they advance to the Phillies. Now that Phillies and Dodgers will be the next question. If that happens, obviously it could be Phillies and Reds, but either way, it's going to be a fun series. So get ready for that, guys. I'm excited for that. Really excited, man. Next game I got here, still in the NL side. We got the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. I'm excited for that one, man. I like the Padres. They have a great bullpen. Offense is great. Chicago has been in a slump lately. They were hot at first. I know they were the best team in baseball for a while, and then they kind of fell off. Pico Armstrong kind of went down a little bit. Kyle Tucker went kind of down. Michael Bush is Michael Bush. He's been having a pretty good season. So that's going to be a tough, man. I don't know who's going to take that one, but I do know it should go all the way to 3 games as well. I know the Padres, I think the Padres have Pavetta going, which he's been lights out this season. He's been really awesome. And then Chicago has Boyd going, which has been also amazing. He's been a great pitcher. So again, on paper, Padres have a better team than the Cubs a little bit, just because they got Rise, Machado, Tatis, Bogarts, Merrill. Merrill's nasty, man. I know one of them got hurt. Ramiano got hurt. I think that's how you say his name, if I'm wrong. I know he's out of the wild card, but overall, man, I mean, their bullpen is nasty. Mason Miller, Estrada, Suarez, Marjon. There's the other guy from, I forgot his name. I think Adam or Adam something. I think his name is Adam. So just very, very all complete team, just like last year versus the Dodgers. They had a very complete team. I know. Chicago is interesting to me. Their pitching is a little bit questionable. Imanaga's been struggling. Boyd has been, really good for them. Um, the only thing that worries me about Chicago is their offense a little bit. I think their offense has been kind of struggling a little bit. Obviously, for the Padres, their offense has been really great. I know they haven't hit as much home runs this year for the Padres, but that doesn't mean they're not a good team, man. They have small ball, Arise, just it could be a run game, and Arias can come up, guy on third, sacrifice fly, and then I mean they can win the game. So I think Padres take game one though. I think Padres take that one. And then obviously for game two, Padres have Dylan Cease going, which he has struggled about giving up the long ball this year. But you know what, he is a strikeout pitcher, and it is the postseason, so it doesn't matter what your regular season's numbers say. Postseason is something where you could be a different animal. So I think for Chicago, I think Imanaga probably pitches, if I'm not mistaken. So I do think Chicago wins that game just because Imanaga, I think he shoves. So I'm gonna go with it goes to 3 games as well. So if it does go to 3 games, I believe you Darvish should pitch that game. I'm not sure who's pitching it for Chicago. Let me know who you guys think might pitch that game. I'm not sure who, but in all being said, I think Padres take the game 3 and they advance to go with the Brewers. So that is my prediction, just because Padres really do have a great team, and I don't see Chicago beating them. But I could be wrong, and Chicago could beat them. But you know what? I don't know, man. Like I said, these matchups are interesting to me. Like the Reds, obviously, offense is not the best. Chicago offense hasn't been the best, so it's one of those things where it's like whoever gets hot, man. And I think whoever wins the first game out of these series should be the team to win it in that wild card round. But hey, you never know. That team can lose and they can win all 2 straight. It's kind of hard to win 2 games in a row when you're down 1 because they're gonna come out with everything. Everyone's gonna come out of that bullpen. If it's for Padres in Chicago, you see, King come out. You'll see a lot of pitchers come out. Darvish even might come out game 2. I don't know. It just depends, right? Where you're at in your position. Same thing with the Dodgers. I mean, maybe you have Otani coming out game 2, close it out. Who knows? But those are my prediction, guys. I think both series, Reds and Dodgers, go to game 3. Dodgers win. And then for Chicago and Padres, I think it goes to game 3 and Padres win it. And they advance to the Brewers. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm right. It'll be interesting to see if anyone sweeps, but I don't think so. It's going to be really good matchups. I feel like it's really good pitching. Obviously, the team who is home has home field advantage, so they have a better crowd. But it doesn't mean the other team's not going to perform right. Some people feed off that. So that being said, for the NL guys, those are my predictions. I'm going to go to the AL side now, and this one's exciting for me. Obviously, we got 4 teams playing each other. I'm going to go ahead with the first one here with Detroit and Cleveland. Guardians, man. Never would have thought they would have been in the playoffs, man. Detroit had a fat lead. I think they were up like 15, 13 games in that division. They choked it. And now, the Guardians won the division. It doesn't matter, obviously, because they're still in that wild card with Detroit. But you know what? For me, I feel like Detroit has something to prove. I feel like the Tigers, they choked it. Everyone's kind of making fun of them. Like, how can you do that? You guys choked the division. You guys are horrible. You guys were supposed to be the best team in the AL. I think the Detroit has a lot to prove, especially last year losing. I think they have a lot to prove. And don't get me wrong, so do the Guardians, man. The Guardians have a lot to prove because they were the underdogs. They were not even supposed to make the postseason. They were on a 10-game losing streak in the regular season. So they both are 2 teams who have to prove a point in this series. Both evenly matched, I would say. I don't know who's going to take this one. So my predictions are going to be pretty bold here. It's obviously you got Scuba going game 1 for Detroit, and then you got for game 2 you got Williams for Guardians. Now I'm going to go with Detroit takes game 1 just because Scuba is Scuba, man. He's going to dominate. I could see Detroit possibly sweeping the Guardians just because they have that little bit of edge. Like, man, we kind of choked the division. We need to prove a point here. So I could see them possibly sweeping. And I'm going to say Detroit sweeps the Guardians. I know that's a bold take, man. I know, because Guardians are a great team as well, but I just think Detroit has something to prove, man. I know the Guardians kind of made the playoffs. They're like whatever. They made the postseasons, but I guess Detroit, they were bad. They were so bad for so long that they need to turn it around. And I just feel like they have a more complete team to me. And like I said, Scuba going game one. I don't see Guardians beating him. He's just that good. Um, and Bybee's pitching for the Guardians. I'm not sure who's gonna pitch for Detroit, but I just feel like Detroit might take it, might beat them. I just feel like I'm not sure why. I just feel like Detroit, the Tigers are gonna sweep that series again. I just feel like they're more of a complete team and they have something to prove. I'm not saying the Guardians don't. The Guardians do as well. Yeah, they have something to prove as well. For me, I think the Guardians lose those two games. But I don't know. I mean, I know they're playing in Cleveland, right? Because the Cleveland won the Detroit, the Cleveland won the division. But I just think that the Detroit plays better on the road, so I just feel like they're gonna sweep. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know if you guys think anything different. Or you know what, this game can go all the way to 3 games, but I just don't see it. I think it's a 2-game sweep. I think Detroit really has something to prove, and is going to knock the Guardians out. And I think Detroit advances to play the Mariners, which that's going to be a fun series. But now I think this is my, even though I'm a Dodger fan, this is kind of one of my favorite rivalries to watch. Boston and New York. Again, wild card series, best out of 2 there. Oh, man, that is going to be crazy to me. It's a lot of drama there. It's going to be fun. Yeah, guys, this one's tough. This one is tough for me. I don't know who's going to possibly win this series. But, man, I like both teams. Both have a good team. Both have complete teams. I just don't know who's going to win it. But we got 2 great pitchers, Crochet and Fried, going at it. And I'm just excited to see that series, guys. And they're playing at Yankee Stadium. So, Yankee Stadium's electric. I don't know. I don't even know how to say this one, guys. They're both great pitchers. They're both great lineups. They're both everything about the both teams are awesome. They've gone at it for so long, and I think I'm not sure who's gonna take this one, guys. I'm gonna go with the Red Sox though on game one. I think Crochet shoves. I think he's a little bit better than Fried, in my opinion, as far as pitching. In kind of higher intensity games. I'm not sure why. I just think Crochet has a kind of has that dog in him. So does Fried, but Crochet's just nasty, man. He's nasty. They're both nasty. I just think Crochet kind of shoves in that game, and Fried also shoves, but I think it's gonna be a close game. But I do think the Red Sox beat that game one in New York. I like their lineup, man. They have a lot of good players. I know Roman Anthony is out. But other than that, man, I think they have a pretty good offense. I know Yankees do too. Obviously, Judge, Stanton, Bailey, Grisham, Wells. They have a bunch of good players as well. Cabrera has been great. I just think Boston has a little bit more speed, and we've seen this regular season that New York's defense has been pretty bad. It's been better, but I think that might cost them some games if they make some bad defensive plays. But I'm gonna go with game one, and don't take that away from the series, man. Doesn't mean that they're gonna sweep or nothing, but I truly think Boston wins game one. I just see it. I just see them winning game one. And again, all these games are being played at home, so no one's flying somewhere to go play somewhere else. So yeah, I think game one goes to Boston. I think game two, it's gonna be Bayo and Rodon. I think game two Yankees take. And yeah, this game is going to 3 games. Sorry, no, it's not going to 3 series. It's gonna go to 3 series. And the third game is gonna be interesting. They got Schlitter. Is that how you say it? I probably said that wrong. Hey, that's how you say his name though. Schlitter. I might have said that so wrong. I'm sorry, guys. Make fun of me all you guys want. I don't know how to pronounce that. Chittler. Schiller. Yep. Don't know. I don't even know where the hell this guy's from. This guy is 20. He's a rookie. He's 24, but his last name is Cam. So we're gonna name him Cam because I can't pronounce his first name. Sorry, guys. Y'all gonna make fun of me for that one. But you know what? This is what the podcasts are about. Having fun, having a good time, talking about baseball predictions. Who's gonna win this? Who's gonna lose this? It's all about fun, guys. We're on here talking about baseball, Even though I'm by myself, by myself, I'm like pretending that I'm here too. I'm sitting right next to me right here. But there's literally no one here. This is what it's about, guys. Posting it on social media and YouTube and having people talk back feedback on you, either make fun of you, support you, or not. This is all about fun. So game 3, guys. I think I just skipped game 2. No, game 2. I said Rodon. I said they win that game, right? So I go with game 3. For some reason, it's telling me to say Boston. The Red Sox are going to take game 3. But then for another reason, it's telling me, you know what? No, Yankees are home. They lost the World Series last year. They better win it. But then it's like Boston, Red Sox, Bregman. They got Bregman. He's going to shine on the game 3. And he's going to hit some home runs at New York Stadium, and they're going to win it. Or Aaron Judge is going to hit a couple home runs, and they're going to win it. I mean, I don't know who's going to take that one. I don't even want to say who's going to win it. But you know what? I'm going to be bold, and I'm going to go Red Sox. I think Red Sox win game 3, and they advance. And they play Toronto. Yep, that is my predictions on that, boys. Now, I might be wrong. I probably am wrong. All these predictions might be wrong. Mostly all of them might. But hey, if they are right, comment down below. Let me know, like, hey, E-Man was right, was not wrong. If I am right, then I'm right. And if I'm wrong, y'all can make fun of me. I'm just going based off, like I said, guys, it's going to be interesting to see who. It's a wild card, man. Anything can happen. But I would say Yankees, yeah, they beat the Red Sox, but they're both good teams. They both have something to prove, just like I think Boston has something to prove, Yankees do too, just from losing last year. They have really something to prove. I would say the Yankees have the edge more, but then I'm like, you know what? Anything can happen. It's like the Dodgers and Reds. I mean, the Reds are the last seed facing the Dodgers. It's like, why not the Reds? Why can't the Reds win? They can win it. Why not? It's a wild card game. Anything can happen in that series. That's the thing about the wild card game. It doesn't matter if you're the number 1 seed. Obviously, you can't because you're in the wild card. But it doesn't matter if you're one of the best teams on there. I mean, you couldn't get knocked out. That first game is crucial. If you lose that first game, you're in trouble. And that's the thing about the wild card, is that you need to win that game 1. So I'm telling you right now, Boston wins game 1, Dodgers win game 1, Dodgers win game, Padres win game 1, and then Detroit win game 1. And I just think whoever wins that game 1 should potentially win it, that series, and then they advance to the next round. So the ALCS and the ALDS and the NLDS. Now that next series we're gonna talk about, that's a juicy one as well that I'm like really excited about, because you know what? I don't know who's gonna win this World Series, guys. As a Dodger fan, if the Dodgers even advance to the next round, Phillies are just so good. And we're good too, but Phillies have something to prove. Just like the Dodgers, they want something to prove. They want to go back to back for the first time since the Yankees. But I'm really excited for that next podcast, guys. So I'm not going to say too much about that series or the ALCS series or the NLCS series. Both of those series are going to be for next podcast. And this is what I've been waiting for all year, guys, to talk about baseball, about postseason baseball. Super excited, guys, to make a podcast about this video or this recap, I would say. I'm really excited to watch baseball and to watch the postseason. Whether your team's in it, awesome. Whether your team's out of it, I'm so sorry you guys missed the postseason. I know that's tough. But you know what? A lot of us can go to Cancun soon. So Dodgers can go to Cancun. Reds can go to Cancun. Padres, Cubs go to Cancun. Detroit, Guardians go to Cancun. Boston might go to Cancun, or the Yankees go to Cancun. Whoever's going to Cancun, they're going to meet those baseball teams who are there first. So the Rockies will be first, and they have a priority first flight because they were the first ones ever eliminated. Then it'll be the White Sox, I think. And then the next team, I think it was the Angels. I'm not sure. But that being said, guys, let me know what you guys think down below. Who do you guys going to think is going to win these wild card games? Let me know your guys' predictions. Who do you guys think is going to do something? If you guys even play Price Picks, are you guys going to bet? Because I'm for sure going to bet on some games. Because, this is a postseason, baby. This is where everything happens. Very exciting stuff. And I'm really excited to see the games. So that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead, hop off this podcast because I got to go edit this, upload it tonight. That way it comes out for tonight or tomorrow morning. That way we can watch this. Y'all can watch this, get hyped up for postseason baseball, baby. October baseball is back, guys. I'm really excited. I've been waiting all year for this. Literally, it could be your heartbreak because your team might get first round exits. And that is the beauty of it, right? Lower seed can knock out the higher seed. But you know what? That's baseball, guys. And enjoy it for now. And that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks for joining the show, Talking Picks. That being said, peace.